Hey guys, looking for new wargames? Then you've come to the right place. We've started the video with Broken Arrow, a real-time military strategy game that puts players in command of Russian and American armies in modern battles. The game offers an immersive and realistic experience, focusing on military tactics and unit customization. Broken Arrow stands out for its strategic depth and complexity. Battles require players to think critically and make strategic decisions to achieve victory. The game offers a high degree of replayability, with different unit combinations and strategies that can be experimented with in each battle. The Beach Invasion 1941 Pearl Harbor DLC is an expansion for the game Beach Invasion 1945 Pacific, which places players at the beginning of the U.S. involvement in the Pacific Front, specifically the Japanese surprise attacks on Pearl Harbor and Wake Island on December 8, 1941. This DLC introduces two new maps, Pearl Harbor and Wake Island, with new gameplay mechanics. The Pearl Harbor scenario focuses on defending the USS Nevada battleship against air and naval attacks, while the Wake Island scenario focuses on the Japanese invasion. The game is a World War II FPS, where players defend against Japanese forces using strategic positions. Only Lead Can Stop Them is a first-person shooter game that promises a nostalgic experience set in an alternate version of the 1990s. The game is developed to capture the essence of classic FPS games of the era, using a retro aesthetic that harkens back to computers of the time, such as the 486. The game takes place during a distorted version of the Spanish Civil War, where players face not only fascist forces but also supernatural monsters. Players will be able to explore 3 action-packed episodes, using a variety of weapons including machine guns, rifles, flamethrowers, and explosives. Tank Arena Total Operation is a free-to-play war MMO that promises an interesting experience for players. In it, you take on the role of a commander and have the opportunity to drive a vast range of combat vehicles, including thousands of types of tanks, armored vehicles, and helicopters. The game stands out for its 12-on-12 team battles, allowing players to face each other on a massive battlefield. This team dynamic is designed to promote cooperation and strategy among players, making each match action-packed. Nemesis 7, Hell's Highway, is an expansion for the popular real-time strategy game Steel Division 2, which takes place during World War II. This new addition to the game brings new units and factions, offering players an even richer and more diverse combat experience. The gameplay in Hell's Highway focuses on large-scale combat tactics, where players must use their units strategically to dominate the battlefield. The addition of new units allows for a wider variety of strategies, from direct attacks to more subtle maneuvers. Sniper Elite Resistance is the newest chapter in the acclaimed tactical shooter game series. In this new title, players take on the role of a new agent who infiltrates occupied France during World War II. The main objective is to fight alongside the French resistance to prevent the Nazis from developing a new secret weapon that could change the course of the war. The narrative unfolds parallel to the events of Sniper Elite 5, focusing on a hidden war that takes place far from the front lines. The game will be available on Game Pass from its release. The Last General is a real-time strategy game that promises to offer an intense and engaging experience. In it, you take command of an army and must guide your troops through modern conflicts, using varied tactics to conquer resources and enemy territory. The game stands out for its diversity of missions, allowing players to perform actions such as assassinations, leading insurrections, and rescuing isolated troops. Players can expect a dynamic experience with millions of different missions, which ensures high replayability. '83 is a first-person military shooter set in a Cold War scenario that has escalated. The game's central concept revolves around defending the future in a military conflict environment. '83 emphasizes the use of different types of units and tactics, suggesting diverse and strategic gameplay. The game is designed to support a large number of players simultaneously, which can result in epic and dynamic battles. Currently, '83 is in development, and interested players can sign up to participate in future alpha or beta tests. Roman Empire Wars is a real-time strategy game that is under development by Emperor Games Studios. In this game, you take on the role of a Roman emperor, with the goal of expanding the Roman Empire across the map of the ancient world. In the game, you will be tasked with guiding your legions to victory, facing foreign armies and crushing your enemies. The gameplay mechanics focus on tactical battles, where strategy and planning are essential to showcase the glory of the Roman Empire throughout Europe. The setting and visual elements should reflect the grandeur of the Empire, providing an immersive experience for fans of wargames. Dynasty Warriors Origins is the newest chapter in the renowned series that takes players back to the Three Kingdoms period of China. The game features a new protagonist, an anonymous hero suffering from amnesia who travels through lands ravaged by war and famine. Dynasty Warriors Origins maintains the hack-and-slash gameplay style characteristic of the series, where the player faces hordes of enemies with spectacular attacks. Some new mechanics have been introduced, such as the ability to form bonds with your allies and the possibility of customizing your character with different weapons and equipment. Well, that was the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see you next time.